It's against the law.
Somebody gets raped by somebody and they're like, I'm a 16-year-old and I can't have this baby. Think you should keep it?
It's a baby.
Yeah.
If someone was raped and she gave birth and she decided to kill her 3-year-old child.
I meant to get your phone. Meant to get your phone.
Candace and I were just minding our own business. We were just having, quiet breakfast, and they mobilized within 20 or 30 minutes, at least 50 of them, came into the restaurant, started calling Candace a Nazi, which I can't quite figure out how on earth they would come to that conclusion.
Racial comments made too, right?
Absolutely.
What were they said? Tell everybody.
Not just to me, also to the police officers. This was a primarily black police force. This is Philadelphia. There was only one white police officer. The rest were black and Hispanic. They called us race traitors. They were saying F the police, and they were saying that all police are racist, despite the fact that this was an all-white group, Antifa, facing an all-black police force and myself.
The calls for harassment and push for any Trump supporter to avoid the public is unacceptable.
Sarah Sanders denounced threats made against her and other Trump officials today as members of both parties criticized a Virginia restaurant's decision to kick her out. Sanders isn't the only Trump aide or ally to face critics in recent days. Florida Attorney General Pam Bondi was heckled at a movie theater in Tampa on Friday.
Shame on you! Shame on you!
Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen had to leave a Mexican restaurant in D.C. last week as hecklers protested the administration's immigration policy. Critics also rallied outside her Virginia home.
No justice, no sleep!
Anger and confrontation are nothing new in American politics.
We're going to Washington to shake things up.
She's amazing. She thinks the way I think.
But neither Palin nor McCain even mentioned the ugly war of words swirling around Palin that has all but consumed both campaigns. In one ad aired on the internet, the McCain campaign accuses Barack Obama of suggesting that Palin is a pig.
But you can't, you can put lipstick on a pig. It's still a pig.
I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to be He's kept wearing his No. How does he sleep at night? How does he sleep at night? It is not illegal.
And speaking of his cabinet, Donald Trump has actually been the best president for empowering women in the history of the United States, with 6 of the 24 members being female. And not to mention the first successful female presidential campaign manager in Kellyanne Conway. It's surprising the Democrats even want women to vote, being that it was the Republican Party, not the Democrats, who finally gave them the right after regaining control of the Congress in 1919. But see, Democrats don't want all women to vote. They only want you to vote if it's for them. Just look at what their own presidential candidate thinks of them.
Kellyanne Conway not the only woman speaking out against Hillary Clinton. Even friends of the 2016 Democratic nominee think she went too far by saying married white women face pressure from their husbands to vote a certain way, even their bosses.
She has managed, just one person has managed to insult millions of Americans simply because they didn't vote for her, they didn't support her. And if you're a Trump supporter, my goodness, you're weak, you're a racist, you're a misogynist. All of these horrible things, and don't forget deplorables. Don't forget that as well.
Well, we now know the deplorables comment, she meant it. That's exactly, she was speaking her heart when she said that.
I always say that Slut Walk is a safe place for you to come and wear what you want and be who you want, and no one here will judge you, because if they do, they're getting kicked the fuck out.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless cunt. He listens to you.
The video shows rapper T.I. in the Oval Office with a long-legged Melania Trump lookalike. The model removes the infamous "I really don't care, do you" jacket and then climbs on the desk. The rest of the video is way too raunchy for television. The rapper posted the video on Twitter with the message, "Dear 45, referring to the president, I ain't no Kanye," a clear reference to Kanye's wild visit to the Oval Office last week. where he expressed admiration for the president.
I love this guy right here.
Last month, Azra Nomani publicly proclaimed support for Donald Trump in a Washington Post op-ed titled, "I'm a Muslim, a woman, and an immigrant. I voted for Trump." Since then, Nomani says she's been verbally harassed by Georgetown University Associate Professor C. Christine Fair, who's expressed outrage and disgrace through a series of private Twitter exchanges, saying things like, quote, "I've written you off as a human being."
Breaking overnight, an angry mob attacked a Trump supporter outside a Trump rally in San Jose, California.
And then on the 19th, another protest is scheduled.
For what? For what? For what?